Hello, everyone. Welcome to the classroom. Today's letter of the day is letter P. This week we've been learning about space, and today's letter is P for the planets. To decorate your letter P, you can make it look like planet Earth. Use your green and blue crayons. Put some green land masses, and then the rest you can just fill in with blue like the water. A little bit of land and a lot of water. The earth is covered with 70% water. That means more than half of the earth is water. So what letter is this? It's letter P. And now that we can recognize it, next we're going to practice writing it. To write letter P, we're going to make a line that comes straight down like number 1. We're going to go back to the top and curve around from the top to the middle. Let's practice. First, make a line that goes straight down, upstairs and downstairs, and then curve around upstairs. Go down and curve around. Down and curve around. Straight down and curve around upstairs. Down, curve around. Down and curve around. Well, that's the uppercase letter P, and all the letters have two, an uppercase and a lowercase one. Lowercase P looks the same. The only difference is where you put it on the handwriting paper. It still goes down and it still curves around. You're just going to start downstairs and then go into the basement. Curve around downstairs. So for lowercase p, start at the stairs. Go down and curve around. Down and curve around. Down, curve around. Good job practicing. Go down and curve around downstairs. Down and curve around. I want to cheer for you because I know you are doing a great job. And here is a sticker for your handwriting time. Well, now it's time for us to talk about the sound that letter P makes. Letter P makes the sound like a puff of air. Letter P says like popcorn. The hand motion for P is this. All the letters have a hand motion. What does letter P say? Well, that was our phonics time, and now it's time for reading. We have a special reading activity for today. We're going to be talking about syllables. Syllables are just when you take a word and you divide it into smaller parts. Why would you want to do that? Well, if it's a big word, you can read this little piece and this little piece and this little piece and then put it all together. It just makes it easier to read bigger words. So let's learn how to divide words into syllables. This first word is recycle. Let me clap that for us. Recycle. How many times did I clap? 3. Recycle. 3 claps. That means the word recycle has 3 syllables. It can be broken into 3 parts. Next, compost. Compost. How many claps? 2. 2 syllables. Reuse. Reuse. How many claps? 2. Tree. That's a small word. Tree. one syllable. Here's another small word. Bin. Bin. One. Plastic. Plastic. How many syllables? Two. Paper. Paper. How many syllables? Two. Can. Can. One. Newspaper. Newspaper. How many? Three. Garden. Garden. Two. Faucet. Faucet. Two. Last one. Earth. Earth. Just one. Very, very good. Well, that was our letter time for today, and now it's time for math. For math today, we're going to play I Spy. We're going to find or spy, and when we spy those planets or stars or sun or rockets, we're going to count how many, and we're going to write that number in the box. Let's start right here with this asteroid. How many asteroids can we spy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's write number 5. Okay, next we're going to look for planet Saturn's. Saturn has rings around it. I see 1, 2, 3, 4. Write number 4. Next, we're going to look for suns. How many suns? 1, 2, 3, 4. Also 4. So write number 4 again. Let's look for some stars. 1, 2. 2 stars. Now let's look for planet Earths. How many? 1, 2, 3. 3 planet Earths. Write number 3. Finally, we're going to look for rocket ships. How many red rocket ships do you see? Just 1. So write number 1. Well, you did a great job today. That was our math time. Well, for art today, we're going to be making planet Earth, and I'm going to be using a balloon. If you don't have a balloon, you could instead use a bouncy ball. So grab your balloon or bouncy ball, and let's head to the art table. All right, so we're going to do some stamping, and we're going to use a balloon and some paint. Again, if you don't have a balloon, you could use a bouncy ball. We're going to stamp planet Earth. So planet Earth is what color? It's green and blue. So I'm just going to squeeze some green and blue paint out on a paper plate. And then I'm going to use the rounded end of my balloon. And I'm just going to press my balloon into the paint. I might even kind of swirl it around just a little bit. And then I'm going to press it onto the paper. And so it makes like a circle, like planet Earth. I think I'll make some more. That was kind of fun. Wow, that is neat. So we're just stamping with our balloon or bouncy ball to make some planet Earths on our paper. Well, that was our art project for today. Here's my art project. I think those planet Earths turned out really cool. Well, it's time for story time before we go, and today's book starts with letter P. P is for Pete the Cat. Pete the Cat Out of This World by James Dean. It's a great day. Pete the Cat is going to space camp. Pete meets his bunkmate Glenn. As they unpack, there is an announcement. Welcome, space campers. Please head to the classroom. Your mission begins now. Time to suit up, says Pete. He and Glenn put on their uniforms and race to class. There are so many cool things to do and super neat stuff to see. Astronauts Tom and Chris talk about the trips they've taken, and they give a sneak peek at future space trips. It would be totally rad to go to space, says Pete. The campers find out what it feels like to be an astronaut. They go in the zero gravity chamber. They ride in rovers. They even build rockets. Pete's rocket flies very, very far. Way to go, Pete, shouts Glenn. Next stop is Mission Control. We have some exciting news, says Tom. Our next flight leaves today. We're going to the moon, and we have room for more. Pete, do you want to go? Asks Sally. That would be awesome, says Pete. It's time to buckle up and settle into the space capsule. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lift off! Their ship speeds through space. They blast past a satellite and even spot a comet. Tom and Sally have a rockin' surprise for Pete, his guitar. He plays a groovy interstellar song for them. Mission Control listens in. In no time at all, they arrive on the moon. They are ready to explore. The astronauts collect rocks and map out the moon's surface. Pete has a very important job to do. He straps on a jetpack and heads toward Mars. He takes tons of pictures. Oh no, Pete lost track of time and the moon is far, far away. He has to make it back to the ship before it blasts off. Phew, Pete made it back just in time. The astronauts head home, and there's time for a few more tunes. Pete sure knows how to make an entrance. Pete's trip to outer space was out of this world. Still, he's psyched to have his feet back on solid ground. Rock it on, Pete. The end. Well, I hope you've had some fun today with P is for Planets. Join me next time right here in the classroom for more learning fun. Goodbye, everyone.